You married Nick because of the money you know he will make. I don't even know how to respond to that. You are hoping to be able to quit your 9 to 5 in the future. You dramatize how bad your last job treated you. You get upset about how other channels have grown significantly faster than yours. I'm sure some financial experts out there would disagree, but you wish you had a relationship with your siblings, but accept it is what it is. Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, having yourselves a good day. I am in the kitchen today, just to like change things up, kind of random because I'm about to do my makeup, but kind of nice. I have like all this counter space, pretty good lighting, kind of a vibe. Might catch on, I don't know. I have the house to myself at the moment and I was like, you know what? Let's change up the filming setup. How do we feel? I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to sit down and just have a good old chat with you guys while I do my makeup. I haven't done a video like this in a while and I just thought it'd be fun. Got my iced coffee on hand. I'll be sipping that throughout the video from Maegraith. Thank you very much. And I asked for assumptions over on my Instagram story. I thought rather than doing a traditional Q&A, I thought I would spice things up. And I asked for assumptions about me or my life or just whatever. And I said, don't hold back. And you guys definitely didn't. I also gave people the opportunity to do these anonymously because I feel like people are a little bit more ruthless. Like say it how it is if there's not a name or their profile attached to it. And you know what? I did this to myself, but my feelings are a little bit hurt and that's okay. It's all in good fun. I honestly don't take anything online too seriously. One thing I've learned from doing social media over the years is that people are always going to make assumptions. Like it's not a good thing, but we're all guilty of doing it. Just as humans, we naturally make judgments, assume things. We like to put people in boxes so that we can kind of try and understand them or make sense of people and their actions. But really like, you don't know, you know? Like you can assume things, but you never really know. I also, as much as I pride myself on being honest and sharing a lot of my life, there's only so much that you see. Even like a weekly vlog, it's what, like 20-30 minutes out of a 168 hour week. Like there's only so much you see. So if people are going to make assumptions, like that's on me for portraying things a certain way, or it's on them for assuming things, you know? It's just natural, it's human nature. But I'm here today to put those assumptions to rest and get a freaking new foundation. Why is this not working? Okay. I must be all out. I love this foundation, the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. Highly recommend, but it looks like I'm all out. So I'm gonna use, I don't really like this one that much. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I asked for it for my birthday or like Christmas last year, and I like it, but it's just like a little too much sometimes. Use it very little bit. Okay. Let's get into the assumptions. Also, hi, if you're new here. I don't know if there'll be any new faces from this video, but if you are new, welcome. My name is Ella. I am a 25-year-old gal living in Adelaide, South Australia. I work a 9 to 5 as an accounts receivable officer. I do a lot of vlogs, lifestyle content, budgeting, and personal finance videos as well. So if any of that is your cup of tea, feel free to subscribe. And if any of you are watching this, I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and I really, really appreciate it. All right, we'll start off with a heavy one. Just getting stuck straight into it. First assumption is you married Nick because of the money you know he will make. I don't even know how to respond to that. No. Like, do I need to elaborate anymore? It's something that's never even crossed my mind, so I don't even know what to say to this, but no. Definitely not. When Nick and I met, we were both 21. He was in his last couple years of uni, doing a double degree in media and law. At the time when we met, like obviously I had no idea what he did or what his future plans were. He didn't even at that point in his life. He was honestly steadfast against following law and becoming a lawyer. The only reason he did a law degree in the first place was because he felt the pressure to. I don't think he'll mind me saying that. When I met him, we were so young, like I wasn't even thinking like that. I wasn't like, oh, this guy's gonna be a lawyer, make lots of money, and I'm gonna live off that money that he makes. Like I never even crossed my mind. And yeah, he had no interest in becoming a lawyer and going down that path initially. It wasn't until he started working a 9 to 5 and then he kind of found his way into it. So yeah, no. I don't know what else to say to that. I know for some people, their partner's occupation or how much money they earn is a deal breaker or it's like important to them, you do you. That's just something that's never really been my kind of thing. I think there's a lot of other things that I favor and are more important to me than how much money he makes or would make. I'm proud of him no matter what he does, no matter what he decides to do. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good reasons to get married. I don't think someone potentially making a lot of money is one of them, to me personally. But yeah, that's a fun one. Sorry, I'm really bad about doing my makeup and talking at the same time. I need to reassess my face. Do we need more foundation? I think we might. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear Lily in the background. She is snoring. She's snoring. And it's quite loud. I'm actually using a mix of 2 different foundations. You guys saw the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and then another one of my favorites, which is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is like taking me back to my beauty guru days, and I'm kind of here for it. I feel like everyone that is now doing like lifestyle vlog type videos that started in 2012 to 2014, 2015 on YouTube, I feel like they all started with makeup. Like that's just was the done thing. Like why was that? I don't know. Now for some concealer. Next assumption, you are hoping to be able to quit your 9 to 5 in the future if YouTube continues to skyrocket. I think that's a spaceship? Rocket? Skyrocket? I don't know. Yes, honestly, yeah. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a goal of mine. I think that's a lot of people's goal that do social media, is to go full-time or part-time with it. Social media and making videos is one of the few things I'm actually passionate about. I've never been very career orientated or career focused. Like it's just not something that fulfills me, but making videos and having that as my creative outlet and then being able to make that into a career would be the coolest thing. So yes, I would love to go full-time with YouTube if that ever happens. I'm not like too obsessed over the idea though, because you know, I can do all the right things, upload consistently, be myself, put time and energy into doing this, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of it that's outside of my control. I can only control the controllables. Whatever's meant to be will be. And like, you know what? Going part-time or full-time with YouTube might never be a reality for me. And that's okay. But if the opportunity presented itself, yeah, I would love that. Next assumption is you can't wait to start your new life in the house and have babies. Love you too. Also true. I can't wait for our house to be done and for us to be moved in. It feels like forever away. I mean, it's only 6 months, but like March next year sounds like an awfully long time. But when I think about it, like almost 6 months ago, Nick and I were getting married, and that feels like yesterday. So I know it will come around really fast, and we've got Christmas and New Year's between now and then, and we're just so busy like doing other things and focusing on other stuff in our lives that yeah, I know it will come around really fast, but it's just like that anticipation. I don't feel like we're waiting for our life to begin per se, but I'm just excited for that next chapter, and I'm excited for that next chapter to begin. Like we're living our best lives right now, but I know that things could be even better. And I know having our own space and being able to do our own thing, and I don't know, just like having our own little home. I'm so excited. I think it will be so special. There's certain things that we can't do until we have our own house. As much as I love living with my parents and as grateful as I am, there's certain things that we can't do living here. Even like stupid things like not doing the grocery shopping because we live with my parents. They do most of the cooking. They are both retired or semi-retired, and so they're the ones that go food shopping. That's just like how things have worked out. And so something as stupid as like missing going grocery shopping and doing my grocery hauls and just stupid things like that I miss. And so I can't wait for our house to be ready, for us to be living there, to be able to host, have our families over, to have our friends over. Like I just think it would be so fun. We also want to get a dog. You guys know that's like top of our priority list. What am I doing? I really can't multitask. Yeah, that's like #1 on our priority list is to get a dog. It's something that we've talked about for years now and been waiting for our own house. So we can't wait for that. And then yeah, eventually babies, whenever that will be. We will see. You're not educated in the stock market, which is why you are paying down your home loan rather than investing. I mean, you're right, like we're not educated in the stock market and investing. That's something I've been very honest and upfront and transparent about. It's something that I would love to learn more about, and that's like a goal of mine, especially in the next few years. But I don't think there's anything wrong with paying down our home loan. That's just a priority for us. We are technically investing in, I mean, we're not investing, but we're investing in our financial future. Like, it's not a stupid financial decision to be doing that. I'm sure some financial experts out there would disagree, but for us, it's what's important. It's more of like a mental thing, I think. And I think a lot of it, yes, it's like a lack of education and a lack of knowledge and being apprehensive because of that. But then also switching that mindset. For so long, we've just been saving. We've reached these financial goals, and now it's like mindset shift to like, oh, now you have the opportunity to make investments and invest in other ways. But I don't know. Yeah, that's not the reason why, or maybe it is. Maybe our lack of knowledge about the stock market investing is the reason why we are choosing to pay down our home loan. But yeah, that's just what's important to us right now. We just want to build up as much equity as we can. There's other things aside from financial goals that we have, like having a family. That means we have to be, I guess, a little bit more mindful when it comes to our mortgage and our home loan. Like if one of us isn't working, you know, just like having that little bit of a buffer and just doing the hard work now and really grinding now, so then we can relax a little bit later down the track. I don't know. Next assumption is you want your current employer to extend your contract once your maternity contract finishes. I actually am not on a maternity contract. Like, yes, the person who left is on maternity leave, but my contract is full-time permanent. Like, I'm permanently employed. And yes, when she comes back, she'll probably want to go back into this position that I'm in, as she should. Like, that's her right. And I'll just weasel my way into something else within the business. That's basically the goal. So yeah, I'm in a full-time permanent position, so I will be with the company even when she does come back from maternity leave, probably just not in the same capacity. We'll see what happens. You get upset about how other channels have grown significantly faster than yours despite the amount of effort you put in. Ouch. I don't know why I just did that. This is literally a cream product. I tell you what, guys, I'm in all sorts today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need more coffee, clearly. Yeah, look, no, but also yes. I feel like I've said that about all of these assumptions. Like, you're not wrong, but you're also not 100% right. I wouldn't say upset. I think upset is probably the wrong word, but definitely there's been moments, I would say, over the years, I just did it again. Yeah, there's definitely been times, I would say, over the years where I have maybe been a little disheartened or unmotivated or uninspired. And yeah, disheartened about like the lack of growth, but I wouldn't say I've been upset about it. Like, I know the reason for the lack of growth and why other channels have grown more than me. And that's purely down to consistency and my own work ethic. Like, to be completely honest, uploading consistently and being consistent on social media was just not a priority for me until like 12 months ago, and then I really put an emphasis on it, and that's when I really saw growth on my channel. But up until that point, like, I was just cruising along, and now we're in a different era. And yeah, I also think this assumption implies that I care or I'm looking at other channels and their growth. And that's something I actively avoid doing, is comparing. I think comparison, like, it's so natural and it's so easy to do. Like, we all do it, but it really is the thief of joy. It really is. Comparison is the thief of joy. There's no good that's going to come from it. Like, yes, you can be inspired by other people. You can be motivated. You can find inspiration in seeing how other people are living their lives, kicking goals. Like, you can be happy for them. But comparing yourself and comparing your life with theirs, like, it's just so unhealthy. It's hard not to do, but it's so unhealthy, and that's something that I actively try and avoid, especially when it comes to social media, because then it's just like it's a downward spiral. Like, there's no good that can come from that. It's not motivating. It's just, if anything, it's unmotivating. So yeah, I think just being aware of that, not comparing. Same goes for anything, really. There's always going to be someone out there that has more than you, whatever it may be, whether it's money, someone that's fitter than you, happier than you. Like, there's always going to be someone that has more. And so I think to compare, like, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Like, if you're so focused on what other people are doing, then you're not really truly enjoying what you do have. Just enjoy what you've got, you know? That's all I've got to say on that. All right, next assumption. Ooh, this one I saw earlier, and I read it to Nick, and he laughed. This is not really an assumption, it's more of a judgment, but whatever, we'll go with it. Hey babe, you and Nick are actual goals. Thank you. But sometimes it seems like you boss him around and get annoyed at him for doing things he likes, e.g. going to the cricket and spending money. X. No, look, I think it's just my sense of humor. And I know that's like the biggest cop out, being like, you don't understand my sense of humor. But I think it is like, obviously you've made this assumption or this judgment from what I show in my videos. I'm only ever going to show like the stuff I want you to see. And so I think I have the self-awareness to never post something that I think makes me look bad. Like, but let's just be honest. Like if I'm being bossy, I don't want to show that. Like I don't want to show the world that if that's really what I'm doing. I think it's just my sense of humor. Like, I don't know, maybe I give off bossy wife vibes. I don't care that Nick plays cricket. I actually love that he plays. Like, yes, there are some things that are annoying. Like it's a very time consuming sport. And I'm sure if you have a boyfriend, partner, brother, friend that plays cricket, like even his friends can attest, like it's a very like you basically don't see him in summer. But I love that he loves cricket. Like that's his passion. And I would never want to take that away from him. There are moments for sure where I'm like, oh, cricket. But at the end of the day, it's something that brings him so much joy and I'll always be supportive of that. In terms of spending money, I couldn't care less. Honestly, what's his is mine, what's mine is his. He's not really a big spender. Again, just think it's my sense of humor. I know I've said in a few like reset videos, I think. There goes Nick spending $30 on his knee or on all this cricket stuff. But that's just purely jokes. Just jokes, guys. Yeah, I would never, unless it was like outrageous spending, I would never be like, you can't spend your money on this or be annoyed by it at all. Like, no. And I would hope that he would never do the same to me. That's a fun one. Okay, moving on. Going off the back of that one, next assumption is sometimes showing everything online and opening up your life for judgment becomes too much. True. Not often, but there are definitely times where I'm like, I just can't today, especially if I'm already feeling very fragile, like mentally or emotionally. Even if it's good feedback, just the thought, like the vulnerability and knowing that people are going to comment on your life, sometimes it is too much. And I think it's normal to have potentially thousands of people watching and commenting and judging your life. There's so much good that comes with doing it, but at the same time, there are moments where, yeah, showing everything and opening yourself up to that kind of judgment is just, it's not it. And that's okay. It's okay to take a step back. It's usually only for like a day, a week maybe, but just knowing that and recognizing that, I think it's important, and never pushing yourself to feel like you have to share your life, because then I feel like it just comes across as inauthentic. You're not in it for the right reasons. Sorry guys, brief intermission. My camera battery decided to die halfway through filming and I do not own a second one. Yes, how have I survived this long on YouTube without one? It's a mystery. Anyway, we're all charged up. I don't even know at what point of my makeup I was at. And this is a little crooked. The sun's starting to go down. Oh, I'm stressed. Next assumption is you and Nick had help from your parents paying for your wedding and house deposit. No, that would be false. I mean, no, false, but in the spirit of transparency, and this is something I've been very open and honest about, my parents did go guarantor on our home loan, mortgage, which basically meant that because we had a less than 20% deposit, we didn't have to pay LMI or lender's mortgage insurance on our home loan, which was a huge help and a huge privilege. And we're very grateful that they did that for us, but they didn't actually physically give us money for the house deposit. Like that was all fully funded. And then in terms of our wedding, they did contribute. It was like a wedding gift, I guess you could say. They did contribute towards our wedding, which was completely unexpected and not something I ever anticipated, and again, something I'm super grateful for. I talk more in depth about that in my wedding budget video. I went into like detail about every single thing that we spent for the wedding, but majority of the wedding, I would say 3/4 of the costs we pay for. So I mean, no, but yes. I don't know how else to answer that. Next assumption. This one's a cute one, very wholesome. You are awesome, but you're actually more awesome than you let on. That's so sweet. No, this is about as awesome as I get. Like this is it. This is the best I've got. Doesn't get much better than this for me. So no, you've considered getting a breast reduction. Correct. That's something I think about nearly every single day, and we'll probably do one day, maybe after I'm done having kids. I don't know. I've heard mixed things. A lot of people say you should wait till after having kids because your boobs will probably grow during pregnancy and postpartum, and if you breastfeed there can be certain complications, so it's better to wait until after you're done having kids. Then I know a lot of people say just like do it, live your best life, like just get it done. I don't know, we'll see. They're just an annoyance, that's for sure. Like I love them, but I hate them at the same time. It's a real love-hate relationship. You love being tall. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I don't really think about it. Nicholas.
Hello.
I'm in the middle of filming con. Do you like my setup?
It looks so nice.
It is so professional.
Yeah.
I have an assumption for you.
Yeah.
Do I boss you around and get annoyed at you for doing things you like playing cricket and spending money?
No.
Why does it sound like you got a gun to it? Get out
No,
of
you
here.
actually don't. You actually don't.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for the reassurance that I needed. You wish you had a relationship with your siblings, but accept it is what it is. That is true. Definitely a part of me. Like, I'm not a monster. I wish I had a relationship with my siblings, for sure. I'm one of 5 kids and I don't have a relationship with any of them for a multitude of reasons, like all very different reasons, and, you know, different circumstances have led to not having a relationship. But yeah, I would have loved it if my siblings were at my wedding and if they were in my life, but it's just not a reality, and I've just learnt to accept it is what it is. Like, there's nothing I can do to change it. These are the cards we've been dealt. It's just about making the most of what I do have, and I'm so grateful for the amazing relationship I do have with my parents. We've been through so much, like so much, and I'm not gonna cry, but I'm very, very grateful to have the parents I do and to have the relationship that I have with them. Definitely not perfect. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, that's for sure. We can all attest to that, but yeah, I'm just grateful for what I do have. I also have some amazing friends and an amazing husband, so I'm just counting my blessings, and yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do or really want to do to change the relationship I do have with my siblings at this point. That might change in the future, who knows, but for right now, I'm really just prioritizing myself and putting myself first. So that's that. You dramatize how bad your last job treated you. No, I would say if anything, I was a little too nice about it. I never really went into detail. I didn't even talk about the extent of what went down. I don't know if I'd say I dramatized how bad it was. It was just actually bad. All you guys saw is me crying on my living room floor after I decided to finally quit my job. You hate people asking when you're gonna have kids. No, not at this point, because we're not actively trying to have kids, nor do I really care. Like, I know people are just asking because they're curious or they're excited, and that makes me super happy, and I'm excited to eventually have kids one day. I don't hate it now, but I know that probably in the future, when we do decide to start trying for a baby, that maybe questions about having kids would be potentially triggering or upsetting. So no, not right now, but I know it's a big trigger for a lot of other people. You know, it can sometimes come across as insensitive or presumptuous. Not everyone wants to have kids. I've been honest about the fact that we do, but you never know. You never know. Things change. We might have already started trying to have kids and are struggling to conceive. Like, you really, again, don't know. So I think kid-related baby questions are usually best unsaid or unasked, just to be on the safe side, because you, yeah, truly never know what other people are going through, if people are struggling to conceive or if they've miscarried, whatever their situation may be. So yeah, just be mindful when asking those kinds of questions, but I personally don't hate them for me right now. I know people are just excited. You guys will be the first to, well, you won't be the first to know, but you guys will know when we are pregnant. All right, I think I just have my mascara left to do. So I'm gonna finish off. I'll answer one last assumption. It suddenly started getting really dark because it started raining. My parents just got home. Oh, guys, if your assumption was I am a chaotic mess sometimes, you would be correct. All right, last assumption is you don't have a lot of friends, but are really close with the ones you do have. I have to think about this, and I can't do my mascara at the same time. Can I talk and do my mascara at the same time? Probably not. It's probably a health and safety hazard. Yes, I would say this is true. I don't really have a ton. What do you consider like a lot of friends? Yeah, I don't really have a lot of friends. I would say like a handful of close friends, like my best friends. And then I have like a wider circle of other good friends, but I don't really have like a wide circle like I used to in like high school or whatever. Like people that you are friends with but aren't super close with. Like, I just don't really have a big group. I think as I've gotten older and just at this stage of life that we're all in, our free time now is so much more limited that I just don't have the energy or the urge to want to spend time with people that don't make me feel good. Like, my time is precious. I want to spend it with people that I actually like and I actually feel fulfilled in our relationship, in whatever way that is. I just think life is so short. We're so busy. I don't want to waste my time with people that I don't genuinely care for and that care for me. So yeah, I would say this is probably true. I don't have a lot of friends per se, but the ones I do have, I am close with. I love my friends. I love my circle and the people that I'm surrounded with. Yeah, I feel very lucky. I've kind of had this recent realization that I don't really share a lot of my friendships online. Like, I don't really vlog with my friends. I'm just very aware that not everyone is comfortable in front of the camera or comfortable having a camera shoved in their face. So I just try and be respectful of that and just, I don't know, it's kind of nice to keep some things offline. But my friends are the best. Maybe I should vlog. Anyway, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end off this video here. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. If you have any questions or any other assumptions, feel free to leave them down below. I love responding to your comments and connecting with you guys. Also follow me over on my Instagram. It's just smileycitrus. That way you can keep up with more of me and my life. Yeah, this was fun. Very enlightening. And just remember, like, social media is truly a highlight reel. People only show what they want you to see. Yeah, just be kind, love yourself, love others, and have yourselves a good day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye, guys.